Hey friends, welcome back. Let's improve and boost your vocabulary by learning common English idioms and phrases you could use when speaking about success and failure in English. In this lesson, we're going through 15 commonly used English idioms you can use to talk about your success, your failure when speaking in English. Now, if this is the first time you're here on my YouTube channel, welcome. My name's Adriana from EnglishTeacherAdriana.com. I help English learners improve their English, boost their confidence to finally speak English confidently. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on notifications so that you know you get that bell when I post my next video lesson here to help you improve your English. Now guys, some of these idioms, some of these phrases may be new. You've probably never heard them before, and to help you remember and use them when speaking in English, I suggest that you use a shadowing technique while you're watching this video lesson. So when you hear me saying these idioms, saying the sentences, try to shadow, copy, say out loud the idioms, their examples, at the same time or after me to help you remember and use them when having conversations with other English speakers. Go and find yourself a quiet corner, and let's begin with the first idiom. Now, the idiom makes all the difference on someone or something is a very often used idiom when you would like to express that something has a positive effect on someone or something. For example, the size of the engine can make all the difference and enable the car to go faster. So here, to make all the difference here is a positive connotation because the effect of the engine, if you have a bigger engine, it can make a big change, a big effect on the car going faster. Careful here, pronunciation, make all the difference. Make all the difference. Also, the idiom works, goes, or runs like a charm is a great idiom to use in everyday conversations when you'd like to express that something is doing really well, it's working really well, there's no problems, it's a success. For example, we recently hired a new team member and she encouraged us to change our sales strategy. The new sales strategy is working like a charm. So here, working like a charm is being used to express the fact that this new sales strategy is very effective. Careful pronunciation, works like a charm. Works like a charm. Another very similar idiom to this is the idiom works like magic. Works like magic. Now, if something works like magic, it means that it works really well and also immediately. So it's like magic. It happens, it's fantastic. It works really well. For example, flattery usually works like magic on her. If you want to persuade her to do something, flatter her. So here guys, works like magic is being used because if you give somebody a nice comment, so you flatter them, you make them feel special, it will work like magic. Let's say for example on Mary, if you flatter Mary, it will work like magic and she'll do whatever you want her to do. Careful pronunciation, works like magic. Works like magic. Also, the idiom works like a dream. Works like a dream is very similar to works like magic. Basically, if something works immediately, there's no hiccups, there's no problems, it's great, it's working really well. This is a great idiom to use to express this. For example, I recently bought a new software to better help me edit my images. Currently, it's working like a dream. I really haven't had to do much. So here I use the idiom to work like a dream to express the fact that it's working really well. I haven't had any problems and it's really helping me out. Careful pronunciation, to work like a dream. To work like a dream. Now, if you'd like to describe that something is getting better and better every time, a great idiom to be using in this setting is to go from strength to strength. Careful with the pronunciation, to go from strength to strength. To go from strength to strength. Strength, strength. To go from strength to strength. For example, the business has gone from strength to strength ever since he took over as CEO. So here, from strength to strength is being used to express the fact that it's getting better and better. Careful again, pronunciation, to go from strength to strength. To go from strength to strength. Now, the idiom does a trick is a really great conversational idiom. You've probably heard this a lot in TV shows and movies, probably also in conversations. Basically, if something does a trick, it means that it solves a problem. For example, I'm cooking some soup and I tried it, something seems off. So something's not quite right, something's missing. But I know what I need to do. I'll add some salt in and that ought to do the trick. So here, ought to do the trick is solving the problem. The problem of something missing in the soup. And here, adding some salt or to do the trick, it will solve the problem. Careful pronunciation does the trick. Does the trick. Now, a phrase you may come across in conversations and even written text is a phrase is a be all and end all of something. Is a be all and end all of something. Now, if something is a be all and end all, it means it's the most important thing. So it's very important. Usually it's used in a negative connotation, so there's no question to it. It's a be all and end all. It's very, very important. For example, according to some, helping others is a be all and end all to living a good life. So here, be all and end all means basically that it's very important. There's no other options. This is the most important thing to living a good life. Careful pronunciation, be all and end all. Be all and end all. Now, the idiom a blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise is a great idiom to use to express that something or situation which you first thought or perceived to be bad, but it ended up being a really good situation. It was a blessing. For example, losing my job 2 years ago turned out to be a blessing in disguise for me. Even though I lost that job, I found a better job 2 weeks later. So here, even though 2 years ago I lost that job, it wasn't really a great situation, but it turned out to be a blessing in disguise. So something really good because I ended up finding a better job. Careful pronunciation, blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise. Now, the idiom a victim of its own success. A victim of its own success is a great idiom to use to describe that someone or something's success has some negative impact. So some negative effects along with or maybe instead of their positive aspects or effects. For example, there are so many tourists in our city and there's a lot more pollution in the air. The city has become a victim of its own success. So here basically it is a good thing, right? That there's a lot of tourists in the city, but it's causing a lot of crowds, a lot of pollution. So there are some negative effects that come along with this success. Careful here with the pronunciation, a victim of its own success. A victim of its own success. In the situation that you'd like to describe that someone has no chance of doing something, then you could use an idiom to not have a ghost of a chance. To not have a ghost of a chance. For example, they don't have a ghost of a chance selling their house. The paperwork is not in order. So here, instead of saying they have no chance, they don't have a ghost of a chance selling their house, is a great idiom to use instead of this. This is very informal. It is okay to be used in conversational settings. I don't suggest that you use this in formal settings with your boss, but if you don't also feel comfortable using this idiom, it is great to understand it, as you may come across this in movies, TV shows, while you're immersing yourself in the English language. Careful pronunciation, to not have a ghost of a chance. To not have a ghost of a chance. Now, a commonly used idiom I'm sure you've heard of in TV shows and movies is to leave your mark on someone or something. To leave your mark on someone or something. If someone or something leaves a mark on you, on someone else, or something else, it means that it has changed you. We usually use this in a negative connotation. So they may have done something bad that you remember and you've changed because of this. It's not generally used in a positive connotation. For example, all the fighting with my friends has really left its mark on me. I don't feel comfortable with them anymore. So here I'm using the idiom, it's left its mark on me, to express the fact that it's changed me. It's changed a relationship, and I simply don't feel the same around them. Careful pronunciation, to leave its mark on someone or something. To leave its mark on someone or something. Now, a really informal idiom, great to be using with friends, family, people that you know really well, is an idiom to go places. To go places. This basically means that somebody will be most likely very successful later on in life. For example, Mary is a very talented student. I'm sure she will go places later on in life. So here, we're not literally talking about physically going places, but here, to go places is being used to express the fact that she'll be successful. So she may have a great career, she may be doing something really fantastic. Basically, she is very talented and she will be successful. Careful pronunciation, to go places. To go places. Also, the phrase hit the big time, hit the big time. I'm sure you've heard this in TV shows and movies. Basically, if someone hits a big time, it means that they're very successful internationally, nationally, and they have earned a lot of money. For example, John hit the big time when he won that national competition. So here, hit the big time is being used to express the fact that he was really successful. He earned a lot and he did really well. Careful pronunciation, hit the big time. Hit the big time. Notice here connected speech, hit the, hit the, hit the big time. Also phrase to make a go of something. To make a go of something is a great phrase to use to express the fact that if you're good at something, maybe a task, maybe you have a talent, you are most likely to be successful because of this. For example, Mary is a talented tennis player. If she shows dedication, she regularly practices, it is very likely that she will make a go of it as a profession. Careful pronunciation, to make a go of something. To make a go of something. Remember guys, that practice makes perfect. Make sure to watch this video lesson a few times. Use and apply the shadowing technique, so while you hear me saying these idioms, saying these example sentences, say them out loud with me to help you remember and use them when speaking in English. Let's take it one step further now by completing a homework task together. Watch this video lesson for a third time. Choose 5 new phrases, 5 new idioms, and use them in a sentence in the comments below this video. Remember guys, if you like this video lesson, please do let me know by smashing that like button. Like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on notifications so that you know you get that bell when I post my next video lesson here to help you improve your English. Continue learning with me by downloading my free audio guide where I share with you exactly what you need to be doing every single day to drastically improve your confidence speaking in English. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you in my next lesson. Bye for now.